Welcome everybody to another show of the Heel Heat with our guest, Wrestling with Honey. It is the legendary anti-hero, the casual champ,
What up? What up?
Paulinho.
Yes, sir.
We're back at it.
Yes. Aloha.
Yeah.
Chico the LA night.
Yeah.
All right. This is a late night recording, so you'll probably see this early Saturday morning. But we out here. We out here.
We up.
Yes, we is
Wake
up
up.
here. So
Get your midnight snack on.
a lot happened on SmackDown. Let's just go over to me what I say is the only important thing that happened on there is the Bobby Lashley with Street Profits.
Exactly.
The only
That's
important
it.
thing. That's
That's
it.
it.
The almighty prophet.
Oh,
I hope
Yo,
We
that's
got
their,
him.
I hope that's their
We
name.
got it.
I swear I hope that's their name.
We got him.
I just hope they don't screw them over like they did with the Hurt Business.
Here's the thing. Street Profits are actually relevant.
I know, but I mean,
Shelton and what's his face was not relevant when they formed the Hurt Business. We was confused why they were with the Hurt Business.
yeah, but it was a way to build them up. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Well, if you remember correctly, the Hurt Business initially was Lashley, MVP, and Shelton. Cedric actually came afterwards. He was in a tag team with Ricochet.
right.
So if they had say brought Ricochet in with Cedric and made them the tag team, then I think you would have had a bit more like a better opportunity to actually build that up. Because as much as I love Shelton Benjamin at this point is an enhancement talent.
Mm-hmm.
He's there just to help other people. He's not going to have, you know, a type of run that's going to go out there and, be another world champion or something like that. They missed
He's Ric
that
Flair.
boat back in like the early 2000s.
He's Ric Flair.
hmm So, like with the setup that they have right now, and the fact that they're actually like, taking some time to actually put this together, and now that you have Lashley with the Street Profits together, and you already have a tease of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams being with them as well.
Wait. No. Because NXT, they had them mutually
Possibly.
on NXT. They
Might
had a
not
whole
happen.
conversation about
Might
he's
not
like,
be
Mhm.
both of them.
it's probably just Mello. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I think it's just Mello.
It would. I actually prefer if it was just Melo. To be honest,
Yeah, build Trick on his own. It was cool.
Mhm.
like I like Trickler, but I just don't see him fitting in
Not
with
right now.
Bob. Yeah, not right now. Like not now, because it's like, what do you have with him? Like we know what we have with Tez. We know what we got with Dawkins. We know what we got with Mello. What do we got with Trickler? Like what do you bring to the table?
They
You know
got
what I
to
mean?
build that out.
Right.
At the
NXT,
moment,
there's still some more time for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Like he
at
still
at
has
the moment,
plenty of time left.
the only thing I think he brings at the moment is a mouthpiece, and you technically don't need that with the Street Profits there.
Nope.
The only question that I have what's going on right now is will MVP be involved in this?
Very good question, because he is with almost. He is linked up with almost.
hmm
Yeah. We've seen him MVP with Omos last, and he turned on Bobby.
And he was trying to get back into good graces and everything like that, but they never actually expanded upon it. They kind of sort of just let it fall apart. And then after the after WrestleMania, when Lashley won the Battle Royal, he kind of sort of disappeared after that. And then now he's starting to turn back up. Thankfully, not as fat Lashley. I mean, like, dude, I love you, but no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this story.
Oh man.
And definitely not Lana Lashley.
Oh,
No, none of that either.
Good
that
time.
The question I have is if and when they return Bianca. That is the ultimate question. I know that there are rumors that they're reluctant to do it because her fan base is so heavily skewed towards
Like
kids.
little
Yeah,
kids.
it's so skewed towards kids that like they risk blowing up that market for her. And she's
Yeah,
Hmm.
like the John Cena of their Make a Wish right now.
Yeah,
that's basically why she doesn't want to do it. Like
And
she's
it's like
openly said
you can
she's
have her
like
be an
really
anti-hero, but you
skeptical
can't
about
have her
doing it.
go full heel. You
But
can't
she's
have her
been
go full heel.
but the thing is, she's been a heel before.
Yeah, and
She was.
NXT. She wasn't a heel. She's never been a heel on the main roster.
I always knew that she was going to turn into a female John Cena. I knew when it came to her coming out and the little girls. I already
Yeah, once
saw
they
that
did the
coming a
little
mile
girls
away.
entrance, that's where I think they screwed it.
Hmm.
hmm
They're going
And
to
then,
have. They're gonna do it though. They're going to. Well,
bro,
no,
we
I
said
don't
the
think
same
so.
I
thing with
mean,
Cena,
John
and they
Cena
never did
didn't
it.
necessarily turn
No,
heel, but he did put on an NWO shirt, didn't he?
because you got to think about it. We said the same thing about Bailey. And look where she's at. But the thing with Bailey though is
Bailey's
Bailey.
fans grew up.
No, not just that. Bailey didn't have the foundation or the links to Make a Wish like Bianca does.
Hmm.
And
That's the
keep it real,
Hmm.
difference.
Becky ain't black.
Hmm.
That black fan base, I'm telling you, that black little girl fan base is a demographic that WWE doesn't have strong representation in, and that's what they have with Bianca. They
Yeah.
hmm
have black parents of little girls buying their merchandise because they need a positive role model in wrestling that's not all about her looks, but doesn't ignore it, but it's more about being strong and being positive. You don't have that with anyone else.
Yeah.
You flip her, you run the risk of just like, okay, she's another Sasha Banks. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, Sasha had her fans, but they weren't
It
like
wasn't that demographic.
Bianca's though.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
it's it's not the same. That's why I'm like,
But
storyline wise,
everybody
it makes
loves Sasha
sense.
Banks, though.
I was about to say, let's be honest. Sasha had a cult. She did not
Everybody
have
loves
fans.
Sasha Banks. I was gonna say,
Sasha still has a cult, bro.
like, you can't even
Yeah.
put that. Like, no, like even I know that.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't. You don't have the same thing with Bianca. So it's like
Yeah, no,
you
I
can
get, I
do
get
it.
what you're saying.
You can do it from a story standpoint. It makes sense. But we're talking business first. We're talking numbers. She's still a top 10 merch seller, and most of her merch is towards black female children. So you turn her heel. You what are you gonna put on a shirt?
I mean, you're gonna have to wait a couple of years at the very least until they're, let's just say, wherever they think her median fan base is turns
Mm-hmm.
into teenagers.
Exactly.
That's it. Because right now, as you're saying with her merch, one of the merch items that they have is a hair clip with the braid.
With the braid, yeah,
So you're only selling that to children.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. That's the problem that they're having from a story standpoint.
And it makes sense why she hasn't used her hair as a whip like she did at NXT.
Mm-hmm.
We were
Because
always
it's a
trying to
heel move.
figure out. Yeah, we were always trying to figure out why. I mean, she's
It's a
brought it out. She's brought it out, but then rarely, only like on a small occasion when like
mm-hmm.
it's like
Mhm.
you're pushing me, and I'm pa pa, and she'll
Mm-hmm.
just
Well,
like do it once.
according to her, I don't know if this is a kayfabe thing or not, but she says she really only uses it when somebody does start to fuck with her hair.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like when she used it against Sasha, which is probably the like most iconic one she's ever done,
yeah.
is like like Sasha was literally like in her hair the whole match. She was
Mm-hmm.
using her hair, to reverse moves and all kinds of other stuff. So, like I say,
That's what I'm saying.
if
Yeah,
that's
she
how they're planning
shredded
on
her.
doing it, I can understand.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh boy.
First match. It's gotta
9 minutes
be.
and 30 seconds in, we're
You
just starting.
know why? This this
Hmm.
this man. I'm like pointing. This man right here on the right. He says, "I either end the show or I start the show," and we know he ain't ending the show, so he's gonna start the show.
Sir, sir,
Yep.
I already I have an objection because it's already been it's got stated on SmackDown tonight. Actually, the
Logan
Ric Flair
Paul.
and Logan Paul are starting the show because Logan has to get to Dallas to be there for his brother's fight.
Oh
That's in the
Lord.
contract, and that supersedes Brock's thing. So what's more likely is that Brock is going to get the co-main event.
So let's just rearrange this.
Because I knew you was going to pull some BS like that. So I was ready for you this time. I knew you was going to try that.
There you go. I'll fix that. Oh, I
Heck
forgot his
yeah.
brother was fighting tomorrow night. I can't wait to watch that fight.
Oh God, that's tomorrow.
I'm too bored
Mhm.
about it. Like, it's okay. I
Who
got
I
bills to
don't
pay.
care.
There's also
cares?
I'll
there's
probably be
definitely
home.
that.
I don't know. I don't know what time the concert ends. All I know is Stevie B's
Logan
closing the
Paul
concert.
has to
Oh,
start this show. Uh, I gotta start this show because I have to leave for Dallas.
Basically, that's what the whole shtick is.
and that's the thing. Though, how long is their match going to be then?
I mean, again, Texas is an hour behind Eastern Standard Time, so whatever, as long as he's there before Jake goes on, he has an hour buffer time.
Yeah.
So I think they'll give him a good 20-25 minutes, maybe.
Mm, go for 20. All right, Benny. What are you looking at here?
Okay. Um, Needless to say, I am highly pissed off that he decided that he wanted to, step out of reality and actually start talking shit to Samantha Irvin because, my goddess must not be approached that way. All right.
The disrespect is
But
crazy.
Ain't
that
no
being said,
way.
Nah, the
Ain't
that
disrespect is
no
being
crazy.
way,
said,
Bunny.
that being said, Logan Paul has not won a match since last SummerSlam. And I don't think they can let that go on. Ricochet losing, although fucking annoying, does it hurt him? Not
No,
really, because he's not really doing anything anyway. So,
it hurts the
unfortunately, you got to go with Logan Paul.
Honey.
You know what, Bunny? I have pretty much just about had it with you and this Logan Paul obsession of yours because I just must I have to be the one to bring you back to reality and let you know you are absolutely delusional. And of course you mentioned him disrespecting the goddess Samantha and you still pick the one who disrespected. I'm going Ricochet all the way. I was going Ricochet regardless because we all know I can't stand Logan Paul. I hope he gets his ass beat. I hope he gets ripped to shreds, and I hope Samantha Irvin gets to put a heel in his ass too, and then he can go to Dallas. Bye
Uh,
bye.
Jay.
between the fact that his brother's fighting, so whatever the result they're gonna mention on that cast, and the fact that they gave him the one guy that they know that they could beat, and it wouldn't do anything to him because Ricochet winning isn't gonna propel him into any future endeavors. It's gonna be Logan Paul, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna hate it, but hopefully
I'm
they
done with
allow
you two
Ricochet
then.
to display his skill
Done with you
and
two
to.
then.
I hate it. I hate it. I
I,
hate it. But let's
Nobody
face
hates
it,
him more than me.
this company's a little racist. They're not gonna let the mixed boy get too much momentum.
I'm
So,
going to agree. And the reason behind this is for the free marketing publicity they will get on the pay per view. Going
mm-hmm,
into his brother's match, they will say, "Can the Paul brothers come out winning? One Logan Paul having won in SummerSlam, his match SummerSlam already. Can Jake Paul win and beat Nate Diaz and the Paul brothers go 2 for 2 in combat events?" So that's the story they're going to go into, and they'll probably
mm-hmm,
show some pictures of what he did at SummerSlam. WWE is going to want to eat this up. The free publicity they'll get from that pay per view,
mm-hmm.
and they're going to love it and enjoy it. They'll Ricochet's a sacrificial lamb for the free publicity they're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
Hate to
unfortunately,
say it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're
Hate to
all
say it.
delusional.
Oh, we're the
Needless to
delusional. Okay.
needless to say,
I mean, I want to be wrong, but
you are.
I,
because of the guy that is back in charge at the top, even though he's on medical leave, which we know is internally
Ah,
because
medical
he got
leave.
that he got a subpoena, but he's on medical leave. He's still in charge, and he's like, "Oh, I want the free publicity. Oh, Logan Paul's gonna win it. We're gonna be on pay per view. Let's do this. Do it, or you're fired." So I'm going for that one. All right,
Well, then
next
he's
match,
delusional and old too.
the SummerSlam
Tired.
Battle Royal, which I still don't know who's gonna participate. Then he said LA Knight, probably, and who knows who else. The Minotaur, Papa Shango, who else?
Taka Michinoku.
Us-
Tatanka, Papi
probably
Chulo.
Kofi, honestly.
Is Kofi back?
They said
Unofficially,
I saw
officially,
something that he was
probably.
supposed to have
Yeah,
a return.
he's close to
I was
being
gonna say
back.
I don't even
if
know.
that
I wish they showed like a picture of all the superstars that are involved, but I guess that's the point of it being like not shown so they could surprise us for once because
I don't even
I
know how
always
big
hate
the
when they
battle
give it
royal
away.
is.
That's what I'm
20,
saying.
it's
Oh,
20.
I don't consider 20 a battle royal.
I really don't. I don't know what you
Battle
call it,
royal's
but
like 40 or more.
yeah.
It's
Well,
more than a Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble's 30.
right.
Mm,
Well, there's only one answer, one man,
yeah,
one reason
yeah,
that's happening.
yeah,
Everybody knows at the end of the night who that man's gonna be. His name is LA Knight.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
On agreement.
Yep.
yeah.
Well, you know what? And on that note, we actually are in agreement. I'm not sure about 5 minutes ago, but absolutely now, yes.
All right. With the one that kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't make sense. It's all right. MMA rules.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
Man, I don't care.
Why
Lord.
not just say non-disqualification submission match?
Na, na,
Got to
na,
make
I
it
bet you
nice.
they're
na.
gonna try to build the octagon.
Na, na,
You
na,
know,
na.
if there was ever a time for
Hey,
them to
hey,
actually do a
hey.
fight pit match, this would have been it.
Hmm.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Because like, who else? When you bring like when Shayna, you actually start to build her up, right? Who else are you going to put into a fight pit with her?
Sonya.
Natalia?
Sonya.
Please, God, no.
You got to you got to change Sonya's character first.
Mm.
You could debut Nikita Lyons and have her have her tear her ACL again.
Oh Jesus! But I'm like, yo, this would have been the absolute perfect time for them to actually do the fight pit, especially considering what they were gonna, what they're billing the match as, which is quote unquote MMA rules. Which, for those of you who don't know what that means in this context, it is no pinfalls. You can only win by knockout, by tap out, or by pass out. So it is a submission match.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Yep. What would have been dope is they said you can't leave the ring.
Yeah.
It would have made more sense, but we're not explaining things these days, so
What I would very much like, and if you really, and I mean, if you really wanted to make Ronda likable, let them fight.
it's still impossible.
That's what I'm just saying. Let them fight. Because if that was the goal, because even like I was saying, like Ronda's pretty much from what Fightful Select was saying, it's not a guarantee that she's leaving. It's still quote unquote a rumor, but like it's all signs pointing that this is pretty much the end of the line for her, right? because she wants to go back, to fight again in the UFC and all that other shit. But
She does.
Yeah, that's
according to what I heard,
I was
but
actually
like I
like,
said, like if
good.
you were gonna do that, like I said, I would let them. I would just tell them like, listen, y'all saw what Drew and Sheamus did. Go out there, you guys are friends. Go beat the shit out of each other.
it's the
Never
only
hit
good way to
anybody
show
harder
friendship.
than you hit your best friend.
Yeah,
If those rumors are true about her going back to fighting, she's gonna need a whole year to try and rebuild herself. For the mere fact that
Probably.
when she left the game, she still had no striking game.
I feel like she's gonna need a lot more than that.
She's had no striking game, and she needs to get an actual coach. The guy she had, he never evolved her. She stayed the same. She never evolved her fighting game. The game like evolved around her. That's why when she kept fighting after Holly Holm, she kept getting like beat bad, especially when she fought that one Brazilian chick. It was bad. I was like, yo,
Cyborg.
no, 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 no. It's the other one. The other one.
Uh,
Nunez, Amanda Nunez.
oh,
I,
yeah.
mm.
f-
Yes,
I feel like
Selena.
Apollo. I feel like Apollo Creed's coach. Throw in the towel. Somebody throw in the towel. Throw in the towel, man. It was bad, bro. It was bad. This one, I don't think they need that cage one. The pit cage,
Fight pit.
the fight pit. As raw and as botchful as Ronda is, Shayna would get hurt or Ronda would hurt herself. You know what I mean? Because you have to
Probably.
remember that that fight pit is the cage is like at an angle like that coming out. It was like almost like a cone.
Mm,
So I don't trust. I trust Shayna in there. I just wouldn't trust Ronda in there.
that's fair.
And I think Shayna wins this. It'll help build her up. I hope they build her character back up to what it was in NXT.
Queen of Spades.
Yes.
Well, they've got time to do it.
Yeah, but this would be
The
a nice like beginning to that where she's
Yeah,
like where she can go and be like, I beat the shit out of my own friend, my best friend. I beat the shit out of her. What
So what
makes you
makes
think
you
I
think?
care? I care about
Right, like
you and
right,
anybody else.
mhm.
exactly.
It's a good start. Now if Ronda wins, I would be so disappointed. And like, where are they gonna do with Shayna now? Shayna came
Tap,
over
nap, or snap.
From NXT with all this hype around her. Vince already ruined her. Trips knows what
Mhm,
he has with her. He just has to build it.
Mhm.
And this to me is the point where he can build the Queen of Spades back again.
mhm.
I just
I
have
Yep.
I just have one thing that I would change. Like, can we not give her the weirdo eye makeup that they do? Can we do like some kind of like Viking symbol or something with her face that makes her look badass and not like a poorly drawn on drag queen? Like,
Do
please.
you want to go tell her that?
I'm sure she's not the one that suggested it. I'm sure it's WWE makeup. That's why I made the comment. It's not like she's doing it herself. I'm almost sure it's the WWE makeup people, and I'm like, guys, come on. I'm supposed to be scared of her. Not. She literally walks out there like freaking Pennywise. Like, what are we doing? It's like that's the only thing that's ever killed the gimmick for me was the freaking eye
more
makeup.
like more like Penny Dreadful.
I don't I don't know
But yeah, no,
why they did
Shayna,
that. Who started
Shayna,
that one anyway?
I
Was
don't
it
Shayna.
even
Rhonda?
know. Rhonda, dumbass.
Honey, who you got?
Definitely don't got Rhonda. I'm not totally not on the Rhonda train. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey.
Hmm.
Goodbye.
Nah, I hope they chant that when she loses, bro. I want that chant so
She got
bad.
knocked out before. She'll get knocked out again.
Like they think she's the female Brock Lesnar, but she's not.
She's
Bro,
not.
you got to be able to lift
Yeah.
people for that. You
It's not
can't lift
just
She's
nobody.
barely. She's barely had a belt.
it's the thing is that they think that because she like because of the merits and accomplishments she's had in MMA, they think that she could do the same thing in WWE kind of like what Brock did. Brock, but the thing is, what they're forgetting is Brock established himself in WWE first. Then
and
he
then
went to
left.
left in the MMA,
Hmm.
and he did what people didn't think was possible: was go from scripted wrestling and actually kick some ass in real life, win a
Right,
title, and defend it, and all that stuff, and
right.
then
You
come
Yeah, I
can't
don't
back.
know
do
why
you can't
anybody
do it
actually
the
thought
other
that
way
to begin
around.
with. But
Was that Benny?
I said I don't know why anybody actually thought that to begin with, but like that's neither here nor there.
So what?
Mm,
Thought that Brock couldn't make the transfer. Brock was a wrestler before then, like an actual wrestler.
Well, you got to
Yeah,
remember he lost his first fight, and that was because he fought a grappling specialist. Um, so he had to learn it because he literally didn't have no other fights before that. He just jumped right into
Hmm.
it. So he lost his first match. Then after that, he just went on a tear. He beat Randy Couture after that because like he figured it out. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. This sometimes it just takes one time to get your rhythm.
hmm yeah, yeah. But it's he still showed some weaknesses. Like it was again like in wrestling, he can't go too long. So if you can
Yeah,
weather the storm, you'll be
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, he's also not afraid to get hit, unlike Ronda's ass.
No, and that's the problem when he was fighting is like people would like go pop him. He'd be like, "Okay, what's up?" And then like, "Oh shit, you took that!" Like, I remember
well,
Hmm.
when
until
he
they
fought one
figured out
guy.
he had that kidney thing. So
Yeah,
Allison
Oh,
Overy,
the
like,
diverticulitis.
there we
yeah,
go. Once Allison Overy figured that out, it was up for him.
yeah. But I remember when he punched that one guy, he punched him so hard he like went back and started rolling backwards. Like, golly, I was like, Keith
That
and
had to hurt.
Keith Haring is like not a bum either. Keith Haring, he was
Hmm.
top notch fighter too. So I was like, yo, you just ain't do that to a bum or some patsy off the street, man. That's a top fighter. You did that too.
That's a dude.
Yeah, I think he. I don't know if he won anything, but I know he was in contention, like number one contender, a few times. So it's not like he was just like bottom of the barrel type of guy. But all right, let's reel it back in real quick. So we're all in agreement, Shayna, for this one.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Shayna.
I'm gonna go one step further.
Hmm
Oh no.
I think Ronda actually does tap out in this match.
Hee
We are not getting a pass out. We're not getting a knockout. I think Ronda goes out putting her friend over by tapping out to sell the cure through the clutch that much more.
Hmm.
Makes sense. Makes
That's
sense.
solid.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Ooh, ooh.
Flat tingle pickle.
Oh my gosh, my chest hurts. Ah, just thinking
My
about this.
body's going. I'm gonna need to
Wow.
like a Epsom salt bath after this match.
Oh man.
I'm gonna need an Epsom salt bath with lavender
Word.
and the jet jacuzzis and the Ben Gay on the chest because I'm gonna need it to cool the fuck down.
This one,
Because
uh-huh.
this match is gonna hit so hard.
Yeah,
This
this,
match is gonna be
yeah,
so
this is not
hard.
going to be the best match of the night, but this will definitely be the hardest hitting match of the night.
Yep.
For sure. Any match with Gunther, ever since the Rumble has, even before that, but mostly since the Rumble this year, has been a hard hitting match with Gunther. Every single match. Like Sheamus and Gunther was something,
Pete,
but
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne and Gunther was something. This and Drew McIntyre and Gunther though.
It's gonna be tough.
Whew.
But the main thing, like you guys said, and I hate to admit it, WWE is all about the numbers. It's all about the records. And he hasn't
Mm-hmm.
broken the Honky Tonk Man's record yet. So until that happens, Homeboy's not dropping it.
Keyword yet.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to break it sometime around Survivor Series. So,
No, it's next month.
oh, it's next month. Well,
Yep.
whatever pay per view is next, probably Payback. I think is what it is.
Yep.
Nah, I think it's Survivor Series. I think
I think
they'll
it is
go
Survivor
past
Series,
it.
no doubt.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Survivor Series. I agree with you. I think it'll be Survivor
No,
Series.
it's the last I checked, he's like 40 something days away from breaking the record.
no, I
Yeah,
know, but they're
yeah.
not gonna drop it. They're not gonna pay off his like this historic reign at a B list pay per view. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
gonna
that
be
no.
It's
No.
gonna
It
be
would
at like
have to be
Survivor
at a
Series when he
Survivor
finally does
Series.
drop it.
If it's not Survivor Series, it'll be Royal Rumble.
Yep.
One of the two.
Yep.
One of the
Yeah,
two.
I could totally see it happening around Survivor Series because then he'll have something, maybe go on a little break.
Hmm.
You figure, because he
Mm-hmm.
did just get married, maybe he'll have his honeymoon and
Mm-hmm.
come back,
Hmm.
and then come back all juicy for the Rumble and win.
I swear, as much as I like Drew, I really don't want Drew to get regulated back into like the Intercontinental title picture. So like
Yeah.
I want Walter to win this match, but I'm telling you, I want them to call up Dragunov and this be his first match. I want him to
Mm,
get that. I want him to get that dub back and get the
Dragunov
title reign
and
that he never had
yeah,
because he got hurt after beating Gunther or Walter or whatever the hell his name is. He got hurt
Gunther.
like not too long after that and never got to have the title reign, and now the title's retired. So it's like he never lost that title.
Mm.
So like call him up. Like he don't need to do nothing else at NXT. I'm sorry. He really don't need to. He don't need to like I would say wait till Survivor Series to call him up, but like have him just put over Trick because that's gonna be his next feud anyway, and then bring him up and immediately drop the title because that solidifies him as like a bona fide like that this dude is serious.
I
And
got
then
one for you.
you can have Walter move on to the world title at that point because
I,
it's
I
nothing
got
else
one
for him
for
to
you.
do.
You can have the NXT Raw versus and SmackDown
Yep,
Survivor Series. You can
yep.
have them heat up the feud there
There's definitely gonna be the
and in
triple
December.
brand this time
Yeah. So you can
for
have
Survivor
them.
Series. I definitely sense that this
Yeah.
year.
So you can have them heat up the feud in Survivor Series and then have it pay off at in the December pay per view. And
Hmm.
that's when Gunther drops it. And like
That's
Hmm.
fair.
like Honey was saying, he could take his time off, so he comes juicy back for the Rumble.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually
So I'm
got to
gonna
look up the pay per view
fall.
schedule. I don't think we have one in December.
I don't think so. I think it's Survivor Series is the last one, and then it's straight to Rumble.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
I don't know. I thought there was something going on in India soon.
There is Saudi Arabia on the 4th, and then there's Survivor Series, and there's nothing for December yet. We
Yeah.
got
So
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
And there probably
SummerSlam.
won't be because they'll be too busy planning for the Rumble.
Yeah, we got
mhm.
SummerSlam.
Hmm.
Then we got Payback on the 2nd, and No Mercy on the 30th. But No Mercy, I think he said it was NXT, right?
Yeah, No Mercy's NXT.
No
Mm.
Mercy NXT. Then Fasting in October, and the Saudi Arabia on the 4th of November, and Survivor Series on the 25th. Nothing for
So,
the December.
so then yeah, so they're not going to do anything for December because it's the holidays anyway, and they got
Right.
to
Hmm.
get the drawing in for the Rumble.
So
So
like that to me is like that's the perfect way to cap off the year and just have Walter drop it there, and that's how you debut Dragunov.
that would be so
Yeah.
sick. Oh my god, it'll be so sick.
Yeah, you can have it like, oh, open challenge. I challenge anyone now. I'll beat you.
Mm-hmm. He's
Blah
like, I've
blah.
beaten everyone, blah 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 blah. There's no one out there that can beat me. There's no one there that can unseat the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, and then you hit his music immediately.
And that's exactly why they didn't have him win against Melo, so that way,
Exactly.
because that's the match everybody wants to see. I'm dying to see it. I'm
Everybody
dying to
wants to
see
see
it.
the rematch. Like
I need it
everybody's waiting
again.
to see the
I
rematch. It's
run
like,
it
bro,
back. I need that match because he's so intense. He's Dragunov is. So I've never seen somebody like Dragunov.
what's crazy is that the same build that they did for the UK title, where everybody was like, bro, when is he gonna fight? When is he gonna fight Walter? When is he gonna fight Walter?
Hmm.
And then they had
Yep.
them do the three what the fuck they call it? I guess you can call it the three-peat, where they had them go back and forth, and they had him lose twice, and then the third time Gunther beat the brakes off this man. Like that
Yeah.
match was like, bro, it looked like a fucking 12 car pileup car crash, and then he hit him with that damn headbutt and beat him. I'm like, yeah, nah, you gotta bring Dragunov in a big way, and I think the only person that can actually take the hits is Walter,
Hmm.
and then it gives you a bunch
Definitely.
of fresh feuds
Yeah,
going into the new year. So, all that being said, Walter,
honey.
Gunta,
Benny.
all the way.
Walter, and I hope and pray that Jay's prediction does not come true, just because of the fact that the other
Jesus.
person that they have set up to face him right now is Chad Gable, and I want Chad Gable to win everything.
I know, I get it. I mean, I get
I
it.
understand it.
Get
I
it. But
understand it.
like,
I understand it. But I'm just saying, like, it's definitely gonna be a banger when it happens. It's gonna be a banger.
Mhm.
I
But
just
I don't
want
think
Chad Gable to
Gable's
win the
gonna do
US
it.
title. I'm biased in that way. I want Chad Gable to win the US title.
I mean, it makes
It
sense. He
it's
started as
just
American Alpha.
yeah. Like I needed to come full circle, and I need Jason Jordan to like come out and give him a hug and make it seem like it's the biggest thing in the world.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Like I need that US title. Like he's not an Intercontinental champion to me. He's a US champion.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I need them to make that happen.
Yeah,
Anywho,
it's gonna be good.
this one is hard. This one is hard.
Mm-mm-mm.
This one,
So before we got started, remember
You
I
wanna
said that my pick changed.
yeah.
talk about motherfucking catfight shit?
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is where my pick changed.
Wait, Benny, wait. Let them go first. Because I think me and you are on
Mhm.
the same page with this one.
Probably.
Honey, ladies first.
I'm I'm honestly not sure with where I want to go with this. I mean, I kind of was, but now I'm looking at them and I'm like, fuck. Okay, let's see. I want to say, I don't know about Bianca getting the belt. So I don't know. I honestly, personally, now that I'm gonna have to go with Oscar keeping it. I just don't see it happening any other way for some reason. Like with this way this match is going, and there's too much going on between Bianca and Charlotte that Oscar's not even phased by either of them, and she's beaten them both already. So she's got nothing to lose really.
Jay.
So I'm gonna go with that, Oscar.
Well, I'm just going based on the reports that I heard,
Mhm.
where after Oscar won the title, the plan was to kind of rebuild Oscar as like that unstoppable champion that she was in NXT.
Mhm.
And they
Hmm.
were going to start off by having Charlotte and Bianca put her over because they were the last two dominant champions. And they were going to move forward with Oscar as a dominant champion with Io chasing her. So
Mm.
I think that one of two things are probably going to happen. I think they're going to pull it straight and have Oscar win, or they're going to have Oscar win and then Io cash in on her.
Oh my
Even though I think
God.
cash in is a little too early, but I can see either one of those happening. Either way, I got Oscar winning.
Not for nothing. Because that isn't a forgotten reason why I did want Oscar to keep the belt because I do want to see her versus Io, but I don't know if I want to see it like in a cash in and a quick match. You know what I'm saying? Like once at the
Mm-hmm.
end of this match, because that deserves to be a good, you know what I mean, like a fucking Hell in the Cell or ladder match or some shit with these two.
Mm-hmm.
But um Io cashing in, that would be pretty sick.
Benny, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Who's next? Ready?
Okay,
Oh boy,
so
I can't wait to hear this shit.
prior to, I want to say about 5 hours ago at this point,
Oh Jesus!
my pick, my pick for this match was Charlotte because what I figured was going to happen was Charlotte wins, LOL. Bianca's pissed the fuck off because the way Charlotte wins is Bianca hits the KOD on Asuka. Charlotte steals the pin.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca attacks Charlotte after the match. You get that picture of Charlotte holding the title up, but Bianca can't. She ain't having that shit. Bianca KODs her through the fucking table or some shit, the announce table, and then Io cashes in. That's where I was initially going. Until Io lost to fucking Zelina Vega tonight.
Oh, we got different planes.
When
But go ahead.
when that happened, I'm like, all right, I don't think that you can have Io winning the championship immediately after taking a loss like that,
Mm-hmm.
especially considering the fact that Damage Control at the moment seems to, as a whole, still be feuding with Shotzi, even though it's mostly Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I think
definitely
they need to clear
Shotzi's
that
beef is
up.
with Brayley, not Io.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, now like her beef is spilling into Io's matches, so they need to clear that up before Io does anything with that briefcase. So,
Mm,
long story short, that being said, Charlotte and Bianca are going to cancel each other out, and Asuka is going to take advantage and retain her title.
Paul's gonna get real chaotic right now. He's thinking too
oh
hard.
my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm about to go off.
Asuka's retaining,
Okay.
but
Okay.
but Bianca is going to flip out on Charlotte. The
Oh yeah, no, that
reason
goes without saying.
the reason being because Charlotte's going to cost her the match and the title.
Mm.
Asuka's going to have her moment where she's going to powerhouse through everybody more than anybody else on this match because, like Jay said, they have to build her up like they did when she went on the undefeated streak. They have to.
Mm.
This is a good time, but she has to have that moment where she has dominated the match. It's going to come down to the end where Bianca has Asuka for the KOD. She's about to pop it off, and then Charlotte comes in, saves Asuka, pops Bianca with something, and then Asuka gets Charlotte with her move with something and wins the match. And Bianca's like, really? And then she just goes off, puts Charlotte through the table, and leaves all pissed off. Now the question is, has she turned full heel, or is
Is
she
she just
just
mad?
is she just mad? And they're gonna tease that for a couple of weeks, especially because of what just happened with Montez and Three Profits.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, like we were talking before we started recording, Bianca is a merch mover, and part of that is because she's a heel, face, and also she moves. She gets a lot of Make a Wish requests. So you really don't want her as a heel, but doing this and teasing it for a couple weeks before she's like, no, I just had a moment and it is what it is, or whatever. But you also start to feud with Charlotte, and it keeps Asuka strong and it keeps everybody good in this aspect. But Charlotte's gonna
Keeps
take the
everybody
pin.
clean.
Yeah, Charlotte takes the pin. To me, out of all of these three, Charlotte is the one that could take the pin in this match. If Bianca takes the pin here, no matter what happens, her fall is her impact. It impacts her more than it was Charlotte.
Hmm.
So
Well,
yeah,
not for nothing. EO cashing in successfully isn't far fetched, only
Nope.
because of the fact that she did debut at SummerSlam.
hmm but the thing if they do it like like Jay was saying, where Charlotte wins and Io cashes in, I'm gonna be super pissed more for the fact they took the belt off of Oscar, put it on Charlotte just for like 10 seconds, just to raise her count.
Hmm.
Yeah, the funny thing is that wouldn't be the first time they've done that.
Oh no,
Nope.
no,
Yeah.
that's I wouldn't. I wouldn't be
Oddly
surprised.
enough, the other person that they did it with was Bailey.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd be pissed because we've seen it already, and
Yeah.
we know
Hmm.
why you're doing it. You're trying to have her chase her
Hmm
dad, and it's like
Yeah.
it's annoying. You don't mean let her pave her own road, let her do it her own way. Like it's just annoying. All right, next.
Oh
The
God.
one.
This one hurts. This one hurts my heart.
Oh no. Oh no. I'll start it off. I'm a start off.
Please do. Please
Okay.
do.
So it's like I've been saying. I've been saying this from the jump. Rhea won her title. Dom has a title. Priest is Mr. Money. Oh no, wait, Senor Money in the Bank.
Senor Money in the Bank.
What does Finn have?
Nada.
Legacy.
Abs. He has abs.
He is gonna be out of Judgment Day pretty soon, if not right here. I've been calling. I've been saying it. He's gonna be the one asked out because he has nothing to bring to this table, and you're starting to see it.
Hmm.
You're starting to see it. He's not gonna win this match, and they made this. And I like the way they did it. They focused it more on him trying to get revenge on Seth for what happened years ago and the injury. And I like that angle they're using. So literally, he's out. He's focused in with horse blinders. So he literally forgets about all Judgment Day. So it kind of gives them a reason besides the fact that, like, hey, mommy's got a belt, Dom's got a belt, I got the briefcase. The heck do you have? You know. So I see Seth winning this, but I also see Judgment Day turning on Finn Balor and kicking him out of the group, and he's taking a vacation. Who wants to go next?
Benny, I see it in your face. Go ahead. See it in your face. See it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so first and foremost, I think you're going to get a reversal of what happened at Money in the Bank. Meaning, I think that Finn Balor is winning the championship tonight or tomorrow night. Oh no, hell no, tonight. I
Yeah.
think that he's winning the championship tonight because Damian Priest will have teased the cash in and distracted Seth. The reason why I'm going this way is two reasons. One, because SummerSlam comes full circle. It's the event that he initially won the Universal Championship on and got hurt at. I think we're going to see a rehash of the buckle bomb spot on the outside onto the barricade. All of it. And I think that there's mileage in a paranoid Finn Balor because Damian Priest is like, oh, no, I'd never cash in on you.
Hmm.
Would you really? Do you really believe that? And I would just love to see them actually implode from that, just from paranoid Balor, more
Hmm.
so than him just losing.
Hmm.
So I guess I'm going with Finn Balor. If you want to, give Seth some time off to go make another movie, you can do it at that point. I know his role in Captain America really wasn't that big, but then with the active writer's strike right now, there's really not too much you can do. But hey, like I said, that's where I'm going, and I would love to see it. Although that would cover up the abs. Are we sure we want to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck it. Finn Balor with the
Um,
championship.
I also think that there's some equity in Finn Balor's history as NXT champion here, in the sense of like you can flip the title. Like, this is one of those titles you can flip on Finn, and there's a myriad of enemies that he's made throughout his career that can now gun for him. And you can have it where there are smaller guys that can challenge for it, as well as bigger guys, because you've seen Finn Balor damn fight Samoa Joe at this point and win. So it's like, I think there's so much more story there versus keeping the title on Seth, because like Seth's been a trooper. Like, Seth's kind of made the title feel semi-important. Like, I almost see them as separate entities just because the bloodline storyline feels like it's separate from a championship on Raw, and the championship picture is the championship picture, and that's it. I also look at a situation like Braun Breaker. I look at the Carmelo Hayes situation. I look at the Montez Ford of it all. Like, there's so many different elements that play well with the fact that Judgment Day's been fucking with everybody. And now it's like, now he's got the top prize. So like you said, paranoid Balor. Because not only is he getting it from at the outside, he's got Damian Priest there
Just
kind of,
lurking.
and Damian Priest has yet to confront Roman Reigns. And he's probably not going to. And that's the biggest thing, because then Finn can start asking, like, if you're not going to cash in on me, why haven't you confronted Roman? I just think there's so, like you said, there's so much story there that I think you almost kind of, just to shake things up and to keep things interesting, you have to flip the title on Balor. So I'm going to go with Balor. Yeah, this one hurts. What hurts? It does. It does
This is
hurt.
my turn now
Yes.
already.
Oh, we're gonna focus
Paul,
on.
you didn't go already?
Oh no, I went first.
Damn it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. This is what's happening, y'all. Even though part of me thought that maybe there's a possibility where Finn couldn't win this. One, obviously for revenge. Two, obviously to put a, make Judgment Day more relevant and give them that, undisputed era feel where they each got a trophy and some gold or something to, you know, but I don't think that's happening. And I love Finn Balor. But there's that, there's those reasons that made me think that it could possibly be Finn. But and there's also been reports where I've seen Seth talk in interviews saying that he's, his body's been really like,
Banged up.
he's been banged up on his body a little bit, so he can't really, he's kind of like feeling it. He's getting older. But I think that Seth still has some time to be able to defend it, at least up until the Survivor Series, and then take a little break. So I have to go with Mr. Monday Night, man. I have to, because there's certain elements where I want to see. I don't want to see Judgment Day keep winning. Honestly, I think it's time to wrap it up with Finn and the Judgment Day. I think I need to see all of them turn on Finn once he's lost and down and out. Make him seem like it's all good and everything like that. Or they could even have Damian Priest freaking cash in at the end of the match, like towards like the end of the pay-per-view, at the end of the match, and there'll be a triple threat for like the last 10 minutes. You never know. But I think
Have Damian pull a Seth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That would be poetic as fuck.
Damian pull a Seth on Seth, and also cost Finn to lose a belt that he can't gain all over again on the same fucking night where he wasn't able to gain the first one that he never lost in the first place. So you think about poetic justice both routes, and make it an even uglier rivalry for Finn and the Judgment Day, and then Finn will turn back into his demon self the way he ought to, and he could even retire like that if he wanted to. Finn doesn't need a championship. He doesn't. So, Seth Rollins. And I love them both. Fuck.
That one hurt. That one hurt to hear because it made too much sense.
On to Jay's favorite match.
I just want this to end. I don't even care.
It's going to. This
Yeah.
is the end.
This is
it. This is it.
What are you talking about? This match has to keep going, and the WWE don't finish stories. Stories don't end in WWE.
This one will.
You crazy.
My only question is,
but let's see who's on the side. What side of the fence we're all on, though, because I don't know if we're all on the same.
My main question is, what's next? Because if he's supposed to be going through this whole hard times, hard trials, rehash of the story that his father kind of did. Who's next? Like, is I hate to say it, but it's like, is this where we see the Fiend? Like, I don't know. Like, I have Cody winning the match, but I just don't know what's next because we all know Brock's gonna take a break, come back and Royal Rumble, blah 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 blah, do the whole song and dance. We get it. Like, he's pretty much the Undertaker at this point. So like, we know how this story goes. But like for Cody, what's next is my only question. That's all I want to know.
Dom.
But yeah,
He has to face Dom again.
All right,
Dom's not satisfied.
yeah, Cody. All right. If we're going with the hard time storyline, right? If that's what we're following, then Cody loses. You gotta be on hard times.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be hard times is you not winning. He loses here, but how do you take Brock out of the scenario? It's a question. The only way you do that is you bring somebody that can take out Brock. But there is nobody that can take out Brock. It's freaking Brock Lesnar in this world.
especially because Braun is not
Not true.
Braun's not healthy as far as the last I heard.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Honey,
is
what were you saying?
Randy actually.
Who do you think is there that could take out Brock?
All right. Well, you know how WWE likes to, with all these reports and things
Mhm.
about people being, not medically cleared or possibly or being in Detroit or not being in Detroit or whatever. Let's just say, because there is somebody who has taken out Brock Lesnar that is not that people have been talking about him being in Detroit, which is Randy Orton. Randy Orton. That's the only one I could think of
That's the
that's
only one that would
beating
make
Brock
sense.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
It's the only one that would
Last
make sense.
I saw, he
It
was not
it it,
medically
it
clear
ain't
yet, bro.
Kofi.
No.
it
I would love for it to be Kofi, but no.
ain't Goldberg.
God no.
Isn't he in AEW now?
I guess trying to get like Ryback to show up or something, or somebody to give him a retirement match.
Goldberg.
Where is he anyway?
Doesn't
Mm.
Who
matter.
cares?
It doesn't matter.
He ain't here. That's for sure.
That's all I need to make sure. But
But yeah, so Randy Orton was the person I was thinking of.
mm,
But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut into your pick.
um, I think Brock wins it. But my question is, who takes out Brock to give him that break? Because we know he doesn't stay on for too long. He likes his breaks. He has to go back home and hunt and spend time with the family and his wife, all that stuff. Um, so he might be a SummerSlam, but he might just disappear for as it is. You know, Brock. Brock will just come and go when he chooses. But I think Cody loses this one. I don't think he's gonna win this one. I think he's gonna break Cody. He's gonna break Cody, and he has to keep going down the hard times ladder.
It's 1-1, right? Between them two.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Cody's gonna win this one. You have to go that hard times route. He's losing this one, so Brock will have this feud up 2-1. So I'm going Cody. I'm going with Brock on this one. Betty,
I still want to know where they're fighting to begin with. That's never been established.
was that?
I want to know why they're fighting to begin with. That's never been established. These two have been
Well,
feuding since the night after WrestleMania.
yeah,
Because Brock was being fake.
yeah. He betrayed Cody. He's Cody
He
wanted
pretended he was gonna be
yeah.
his friend for 5 minutes, and then
Hmm.
said, "Psych, this is what I really wanted to do."
No,
Pow,
no, no, no. I remember that. I'm just saying, like, why?
Brock just wanted to be Brock.
Did Brock ever give his reason as to why? Like somebody said, if he came out and was just like Roman said that I can't challenge for the championship while he's still champion, and you lost, which takes my opportunity away. That would have been perfect reasoning, but they've never actually established that.
Benny, this is Brock fucking Lesnar. He doesn't give
Basically, that's the
explanations as to
reason
why he does
because I'm
Yeah,
Brock
anything.
Lesnar.
yeah.
He's Brock fucking
I'm
Lesnar, and if
just
he wants to do business with you, he's gonna F5 the shit out of you.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's where
And
we are.
Cody just happened to be wrong place, wrong fucking wrestler.
Yep, that's where we are.
Hmm.
Anyway, after I went on my tirade of stories don't end in WWE, I need this story done.
Well,
So
it's not gonna end
for
yet.
that for that reason and that reason alone, Cody Rhodes.
Hmm.
I know where Honey's going. So
It's not that I don't like Cody, guys. It's not that I don't like Cody. I know I haven't been rooting for him since WrestleMania and shit last year, but Brock is Mr. SummerSlam now, yo. And I can still see him sticking around a little bit more for a couple of more Mondays and going into Survivor Series and then taking the break. So, um, and you want, and obviously, yeah, hard times, he is finishing he's not finishing the story. He's continuing where he left off in the story, and there's still more to do because the one person he didn't touch while he was with us in the beginning was Brock Lesnar. I don't even think Cody was even in the same ring as Brock Lesnar at one point back then. So it's good business. It's a great match. Cody's a great storyteller. He's going to sell the shit out of it, and Brock is going to break him.
wow.
Y'all just want sadness.
I thought you were going Cody. Damn.
Y'all just want sadness.
I choose
Nah,
Brock.
nah, nah. Honey picks one of three ways. It is either against Cody, it is Roman, or it's Zelina Vega. That's it.
It just so happened WrestleMania made it easy because in one of the matches the one pick was literally fell into
Yep.
Benny. Benny. And your picks go one of three ways.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan fucking Paul.
oh shit. Uh, and
Wait, no, excuse me, strike that. Four people: Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Samantha Irvin.
Yes.
oh
No, but I love Cody, man. I love Cody, man. He's the goat's son.
oh Dusty.
R.I.P. Dusty.
Oh, main event Jay's back. Let's go.
It would be something with it.
This is
Go
another
where?
one that hurts. This is another one that this one
It's
personally
tough.
hurts my heart.
This is tough.
This one hurts a little bit more. No, this ain't even tough. It just hurts my heart because I know what I'm gonna have to say,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be just like how I felt with Seth and Finn, but it's worse.
You can start it then. You can start it off.
It's worse because I thought, we were just having such good times with the fam. The barbecues with Sami Zayn and you know getting Usi. It was like yesterday, Usi skies all day. And now we have blood versus blood. And it happens to be my favorite twin out of the Usos versus my favorite ever. And I am going to have to go with the obvious and inevitable. Roman is not losing this title. Roman is not losing the tribal chief title. He will beat his cousin. Jay is not gonna win. And I love Jay. Shout outs to Jay. He's a soldier. He's the fucking man. But he's not winning against Roman. And it breaks my heart to say it because I would love to see him do it.
Benny.
This ain't hard.
No, it's not.
This ain't hard. This is only hard for the emotional investment. You want Jay to win, and you want him to win so fucking bad. And it's not just you, honey. I'm talking to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to win so fucking bad
Yeah.
that it's just like you know it's not gonna happen,
You know
and
it.
that's what makes this shit
Nope.
terrible.
It's awful.
Go on a quick journey with me, real quick. Roman's gonna win. He's gonna take this shit way too far. And because of a certain strike that's going on in Hollywood, there's a certain actual tribal chief that's pretty freed up. And this is where we finally get Rock versus Roman.
That would be awesome, actually. We, especially because The Rock's debut anniversary of Survivor Series.
Yep.
That'd be Picasso. Picasso.
Well,
Oh,
that should be the reason why it shouldn't happen yet.
mm,
Survivor Series is right around the corner.
Because you got what I'm looking at is you got a situation where Jay, I don't know if he meant this in a literal sense when he was cutting his promo tonight, but he said he was bringing the family with him.
yeah.
So does that
Rikishi.
mean that Alpha and Sika and Rikishi are going to be there for this?
Also,
Mm.
Jay. I mean, also Jimmy could come back too.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
also an
and
opening for Jimmy to return.
let me touch on something real quick for all of those that are out there with this bullshit ass idea that Jimmy is going to turn on Jay. Please stop. That would be a worst case scenario for this entire situation.
It would.
That would ruin everything. It would
And
ruin the story
I
because
need
It
then what
would.
was the whole point of it?
exactly,
Yep.
Yeah.
What was the whole point of
Exactly.
exactly.
Roman and Solo beating the shit out of him then?
Mm-hmm.
Not just that, but Jimmy was the one that literally started all of this.
Initially turned on Roman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
So it's like, what was the point of it? My guy, you
right.
started this, so why would you flip on your brother? You're the one that started
But,
this.
but then again, WWE does like their swerves, and they also could do something like that because remember, before Jimmy got knocked out, he was talking about I'm the real chief or the tribal chief or something like that, and I was just like, wait a minute, hold up.
But I
Why does
mean,
everybody want to be tribal chief now?
I could see that as a feud between the brothers, but not him going back to Roman though. If he
No.
Nah,
swerves and goes back to
if you're
Roman,
if you're gonna do that way down the line.
This is what probably this is all for is to build up the Usos as solo competitors, being that now they don't have they already have the record for undisputed tag team champions.
hmm
Maybe that's what they're
Mhm.
doing. They're building up to be solo competitors.
but see, they missed that that they missed that
Window.
opportunity. Yes, thank you. They missed that window of the Jimmy turning on Jay in the beginning.
Oh well, yeah, that could have been done a while ago.
If if the moment they missed it was when Jay was the one that turned on Roman.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mhm.
when Jimmy did it, if Jay had turned on Roman and Jimmy was the one that was in the middle, you could have had that storyline play out. And that was
Mm-hmm.
my issue with the storyline. I was like, why is Jimmy the one doing this when Jay was the one that was like he was the one always fighting with Roman from the jump,
Mm-hmm.
about everything. Jimmy was the casualty of the war per se,
Yeah.
you
But
know.
It was only because Jay never did nothing about it. Jay never did nothing about it at all. He just tucked his tail and went back under Roman's wing.
Yeah,
He never did anything about it.
and to me, Jay literally fell into this because of Jimmy. because Jimmy went in there trying to defend his brother, but couldn't do shit. So Jay had to literally, okay, fine, I quit to protect his brother. So Jay was in all of this because of Jimmy. And again,
Hmm.
it's all of this because of Jimmy.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we're on agreement. I think Roman retains it. Um.
But something's gonna happen. Some shit is going down in this
Oh yeah,
match.
yeah. And
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah. What I look at it is that I could see happening is everybody's there except for the Rock. Well, the Rock doesn't show up at first, but once Roman takes it
He's
too far,
he's coming, guys. He's coming.
Jimmy comes
Just
out.
not yet.
Jimmy comes out to save his brother, and you think it would be the Rock, but no, it's Jimmy. But then, like, that's when Roman takes it even further, and the Rock was like, "Oh, hold up now. Now I'm coming out here." Now you hear that. Do you smell what the Rock is? And that Detroit's gonna just go out of their minds.
If he shows up, if The Rock shows up in fucking Detroit, if Dwayne The Rock Johnson shows up in Detroit, that place is gonna explode.
Mhm.
Explode.
I mean, you got to
But
think
I don't
about it.
see The Rock coming back for SummerSlam.
I don't see why not, because they had everything is on pause because of
He
the strike.
debuted in Survivor Series. It's either Survivor Series or I mean, I don't really remember SummerSlam moments with The Rock.
Can I go
Like,
now?
go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
I was just gonna let y'all finish, but y'all kind of just put all the pieces in place for me to say this. Roman wins the match, but loses a solo.
Hmm?
Remember,
Uh,
remember the initial words that brought Solo Sokola up. Who was Solo sent by?
the
The
elders
elders.
And what is Roman? Every time he wants Solo to go off, what does he do?
yells at him.
He yells Solo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the Rock music hit, everybody's ready, and then the Rock gets a microphone and just yells Solo, and Roman gets
Bruh.
spiked.
Bruh.
And the feud doesn't have to be between the Rock and Roman. The feud is between the Rock and Solo,
You mean Roman
ending.
and Solo?
I mean Roman and Solo. My bad.
It's okay.
And that way you have the contingency plan in case the strike ends at any point and the Rock has to
Mhm.
go back to production. You still have the Solo through line, but then you also start to see Roman start to kind of do the whole paranoid thing, and Roman starts to lose it, and that's when you start to see him crumble, and that's where the wolves start to come out. That's where you start to see Roman get crazy and vulnerable, and the only person now for him to freak out on is Paul Heyman.
And
So
that's
you
gonna
start to,
happen real soon.
and that's when you start to see the relationship kind of mirror what happened with Brock and Paul.
Mhm.
And that's how you slowly lead to the demise of Roman Reigns. And you can even add in a little through line that if Cody does lose, who's the one person that can bring Cody back? Paul Heyman. The one advocate that can pretty much speak life into anybody is Paul Heyman. So if Paul then loses all of his protection with all the family kind of turning their back on Roman because Roman takes it too far, as you say, and everybody starts to rally around the fact that The Rock is still a tribal chief, why would Paul Heyman then stick with Roman?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. So I'm saying, I think somehow Roman wins, but he loses Solo.
That's interesting. It's a good point.
I like it and I hate it at the same time.
I
I
know,
know.
right?
No. It's nothing against what Jay is saying. It's the ultimate end goal. Again, is Cody Roman at WrestleMania.
Right?
So with that, with the way that you basically book that out, Solo has to lose.
Right.
Hmm.
and I hate it. If you're gonna bring him up there to be the ultimate be all and end all, it breaks the bloodline for good. I personally need him winning that.
I mean,
Nah.
you can have him winning a match or two here or there. That's not for the title, or winning by DQ where the title doesn't go over. But to continue the feud and make it a three best out of three. But I see what you're saying. But Roman still hasn't maintained that title. So, because like Solo needs to get rebuilt anyway after he goes
Yeah.
out of the bloodline.
Solo has to be solo in a manner of speaking.
Yeah, because
Like you
remember
got to
what?
give
Mm.
him something coming out of. Because think about it, everybody else in the bloodline already has pre-established characters.
Yeah, and think what
Solo's the
Yeah,
Cody
only
said to him.
one that was introduced through the bloodline, so all you know Solo from is the bloodline.
is being the
That's
heavy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
So
remember
you
what
then
Cody
have
told
to
him.
rebuild him once it's all over. Like you, what is Solo without the bloodline?
Hmm.
And where
Is
do
he
you
like
begin? Where can they start? Where would be a good beginning for that? I would say the Royal Rumble.
right?
Yeah,
He could be the competitor that goes over the most men or dominates the shit out of people like for
And
at number one
and you
because
can
he's
even have
solo.
it. You can even have it end with Cody and Solo,
Hmm.
and you have
I'm
Cody
gonna be
eliminate.
real with you. I don't think Cody's winning the Rumble. I
I
think they're
don't.
gonna put him
No,
through with elimination chamber.
Cody's
I
not
can see
winning the
that
Rumble.
too.
I prefer that one. I
Gunther
prefer
is.
that one because I rather.
That there, that's what I need. I
But
need Walter
yeah,
winning the Royal Rumble,
that's what I'm saying.
especially after last year.
But I need to see who's gonna maintain the other title, the Raw title.
Yeah,
That's the key part.
that's the thing. Because I mean, I could even see Gunther versus Priest, but is that a WrestleMania match?
Right.
That's
It
that
Mm,
that
it
that's
it
when those questions start to come in. Like,
it'll
is that a WrestleMania
It
main
it,
event?
it depends on exactly how you build up Priest
and it
as
also
champion.
depends. It also depends on how you present the moment. Like maybe it could be a spot at the Rumble where Gunther and Damian Priest are just the two in the middle there, and they're looking at each other,
yeah, because
and
Priest is getting
everybody
built
else is
up.
fucking. Hmm.
You could
Priest
even
is
have it where
Hmm.
that
Priest
ends
is
up
there.
being a triple threat because even if Priest loses at the Royal Rumble, he still has the bank. He still has the briefcase.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you can have that be your triple threat. So you know
he won't. The Rumble won't mean anything to Priest if he still has the briefcase.
exactly.
Now, he
You
could
can even have.
technically go in there. He could technically go into the Rumble as Balor's way, paranoid Balor,
Hmm.
his way of saying, you know what, we're going to protect my title reign. I need you to go win the Royal Rumble.
I
You could do
will
that.
also. I will also say shout outs to Damian Priest for bringing back prestige to the Money in the Bank briefcase as opposed to doing these
Facts.
stupid fucking matches about
Facts.
oh I'm gonna take the briefcase from you or doing it or losing it in 3 seconds like you knew once that was on him like that was gonna be held it's gonna be a perfectly held suitcase for quite some time and I think he's doing a great
Hmm.
job with it.
Hmm.
What I also love is that like you could have if you're gonna have Gunther be the guy to go after the world heavyweight championship, you could have it be Gunther and Cody at the end, and where it's like you're building up like okay Cody's gonna win again, and then you have it the hard times be like he gets right there again, he's gonna do it again, and then boom he gets eliminated, so he has to go through the chamber.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's to say Damian Priest don't cash it tonight and fucking actually win it though? How bugged out would that be?
It it
That'd
would
It's
do well
definitely a
for the story too.
possibility.
be
But I
funny
mean,
shit.
again, I think every possibility but Seth retaining makes sense for the continuing to build that as an important title.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know
and I
what
and I
was.
and not for nothing. For some reason, I mean, even if nothing happens between them, eventually I do want to see it. I do want to see Finn versus Priest because eventually
Right,
that's gotta happen.
Right.
right.
You know what would really suck? Do you remember when Randy Orton won the championship and the Triple H whole
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
happened?
We could that would be a good moment too, man. Like
Could could
anything for
could
that.
you imagine? And then the funny thing about it is he would be up on Rhea's shoulders.
Yep. Yep.
That
That would. Oh my That's perfect.
with Dom, right?
And then you have
This is
Dom.
the
Flash.
Or are you talking about Finn
oh
Balor
my
on her shoulders?
nah,
Yep.
Balor would be up on Rhea's shoulders.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yo, that's just hilarious. That shit would be hilarious.
You know what would be crazy? What'll actually be kind of perfect if Finn wins. They do that and Damian cashes in on Finn the night after the show.
That's all I'm saying. They do that mess at that point right there, either right after the match or like the very next night.
I think they should do it the very next night because after
That
the match, like it's too soon.
that I mean, that I said that this. I feel like this weekend's gonna be chaos.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos personified.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be chaos. And then there's other factors that we're not considering. Like in Dreamland somewhere, I'm thinking about the Fiend and Bray Wyatt and
I
praying
think
that he does
that'll come
recover. I'm
on the
not trying to
Roman
rush
front.
him to come.
I think that'll
I
come
just
on the
don't.
Roman front because the story's already there. I don't think that'll come on the other side.
If it would
Payback.
come, if it well, yeah, like I said in that chat, like there's a couple of things that I feel like that would happen or could happen possibly, and that's one of them because that particular moment was the beginning of the tribal chief Roman.
Hmm.
And
At
then we saw
payback.
him with Paul Heyman a week later, and what beautiful poetry and cinema would it be to see those lights go off once Roman is holding up that title, and all the flat fireflies are freaking, and then he just comes out and like, can you just imagine Detroit?
You just see him come through the
Imagine
crowd. Like you don't even see him come into the ring. You just see him on the apron, standing
that.
there.
Now, the other thing that I did say, and I know I know y'all probably gonna laugh at me or think this is funny, but you know how Vince likes to piss people off.
Oh shit.
Even though we do have these scheduled matches, sometimes they like to throw in that a random or just to bring somebody back match or just something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rhea doesn't have a match, but
No.
who's to say that you know, she doesn't come out and expresses how pissed off she is that she doesn't have a challenger. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe have a match at all, or maybe needs a challenger for Monday night. Maybe do it or maybe do a Monday night. We still have not seen Beth Phoenix.
True.
I want to see Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley very bad. Very, very badly. The other one, everybody done forgot about her since January because she only appeared in January, got her ass whooped and got thrown out. But she's training again and lost lots of weight
Oh,
and
Naya.
moving around a lot better.
Naya. Yeah.
And not for nothing, Rhea Ripley talking about her being the most dominant. Naya, I think, should have something to say about it to try to prove her wrong. Or if not, she could just get bombed by Ripley again and call it a day because we know we don't want Naya with no belt. But I'm just saying, if you hear
What the fuck happened to Piper Niven? Like, bro, there's so many people there. You
She's
just
just not on
can't.
TV.
Oh my
disappeared,
god.
That's
yo,
all.
disappeared. Everybody just disappeared from TV a little bit. But yeah, so Naya and Beth Phoenix, I feel like those could be possible surprises if they do decide to do a last minute quick challenge match, like quick 15 minute. I mean, not that I would want to see that. Maybe better chances with the Naya than Beth Phoenix, because Beth Phoenix, you gotta make that a fucking good banger with her and Rhea. So just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, I think there's an issue with Naya in the WWE because I know they
Mm,
tried to bring her back for the Royal Rumble this past year, and I think there was an issue with the money or something, but she said no. Well, she just didn't
mm.
pick up. I don't know, but they reached out to her. I know that she had mentioned they reached out
Yeah.
to me, and I forgot what she said. She didn't pick up, or she just said no because they couldn't agree
Well,
on
no,
the.
she did. She came back though.
Did she?
She still
No,
came back. No, she came back. She
No,
pulled a
she did come
Jericho.
back in January. Yeah, she came back in January and then
Yeah,
left.
She pulled a Jericho. Like she kept denying it or whatever that she was going to do it and everything like that. And then next thing you
And
know,
then
her
showed up.
music hits into Rumble. Like she
Mm-hmm.
came
Yeah.
back. So
Oh, oh, wait a minute. That's another thing. Hold on. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar match. That's another match that can be an opening for Randy to come back.
No, because I heard somewhere where he's not cleared
Not
medically.
yet.
They're
Oh,
saying
okay, not yet.
they're saying he's in Chicago, he's in Detroit, but he's not medically cleared. Is what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
But
Which leads me to believe there's going to be some kind of weird promo battle between him and LA Knight. But he's not going to take a bump.
yeah, but the thing is, like, they could
Mm.
say he's not medically cleared just to kind of blow smoke.
They could.
So you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. We'll just
Yeah,
have to say that.
because they're saying a lot of people are in Detroit.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is SummerSlam already.
Yeah, this year flew by.
This year's just
Year flew by.
flying, bro.
Yeah,
Flying. So
yeah.
crazy. But I think it's gonna be a really good night.
Facts.
I think it's gonna be a good pay per view. I hope and pray that for the most part every wrestling fan is satisfied.
I'm gonna
That's
have you on silent. I'll get back to you on Sunday.
word.
Yeah,
Facts.
because I'm gonna be
It's
at a
gonna be good
freestyle
though.
concert.
Damn, you in these concerts, boy? A freestyle concert too?
Yeah,
Who's playing?
Stevie B's closed it out. TKA's gonna be there. Taylor Dane. Oh, I forgot who
Tell
else.
me to my heart.
Yeah.
Tell me how me
Oh,
on.
Shannon's gonna be there. Let the
T
music play. We gonna
TKA
get
though.
it.
TK is my jam.
Stevie B.
A spring love, right?
Hmm.
Spring love. Come back to it. That was my parents' shit.
Jay's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Sorry, freestyle music, my bad dog.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it's crazy, but I feel like freestyle is like a kind of like a Puerto Rican thing, and if you grew up with Puerto Ricans, like you know about it, it's crazy.
I know about it. I know the songs, but when you start talking about artists, my brain goes like, "What?" And then I hear the song, I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about."
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
it was just mad artists just making a bunch of songs and
Mhm.
singles, man, back then.
Yeah. It's like it's like grunge, but it's like it lasted a little longer than grunge though.
Listen, I
Hmm.
have very vague memories. Even though I was born in the '90s, I still lived most of the '90s. So I lived most of the '90s in the Bronx. So
Uh,
there are vague memories there.
you probably heard Stevie B blasted to the radio.
Again,
Spring
I know the
Yeah.
songs.
love,
I don't know the names of the artists. I know the songs.
Diamond Girl. Ooh,
Oh,
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 Diamond Girl.
Diamond Girl.
Like I said, I know the songs, but you start naming artists, I'm gonna look at you like you got three heads.
Oh, what's that one? What's that other one? Little Susie. What's that one? Take me, take me
Take
in your
me in your arms
arms, and
and
don't you
don't you
let
let
me
me go.
go.
They're looking at us like
Yep,
we crazy,
I'm
Paul. We
thinking the
need to
same thing,
stop.
Benny. I'm like, yeah, no, y'all gotta go to bed. That's it.
Stop.
What are you
Y'all
talking about?
motherfuckers is running on
We
fumes right
really
now.
do,
I
though.
still
We
gotta
really do.
save this and load it and get it ready for the schedule to load.
Ugh.
Well, I need to go to bed.
So with that,
Well, damn.
I need to put my uniform on back on and go on tour. 'Cause I'm at work.
so it should be a
uh,
good show. Hope everybody enjoys it.
yes, y'all
Um,
too. We'll
any last
reconvene
words?
on Monday or Sunday. We'll reconvene.
Mhm.
I just pray for a good pay per view like every other month. I always do.
I have a feeling there'll be a lot of swerves.
I just want there to be an LA Night push after tonight because I'm tired of hearing the push is coming and it just doesn't come. We need a damn push. God damn it.
It's patience, my friend.
I don't have
Patience.
that no more. Okay, I've been waiting a year for Cody to damn get the title. I'm tired of being patient. God damn it.
Uh,
It doesn't get better as you get older. Having patience for for these wrestling gigs and these matches and fucking
yeah.
Vince.
Yep.
I'm done
But
waiting. I'm done. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm over it.
Any
I'm
last
over it.
words,
I'm done.
Benny? Any last words?
Shout out to Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins for thankfully showing themselves back up here and whooping all kinds of ass tonight on SmackDown.
We love it.
And
Love
Oh,
it.
and the almighty Bobby Lashley.
I
The
can't wait till they
drip
come out.
god.
I can't
The
wait till the
drip
shirts come out. That new
god.
merch.
first
That
of
new
all, the
merch be
drip
hot.
god is Seth Rollins. Second of all, shout out
I
to
don't
Lena
know.
Vega. Shout outs to the homie for whipping that ass tonight, girl.
for,
She
for,
was
for,
good.
for destroying my booking and my picks.
Oh shit.
And oh, one more thing. Fuck you, Logan Paul.
Great place to end it. That's a great place to end that.
Uh, have a good night,
And that
everybody. Enjoy the show.